Right, everyone, I hope you well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now, I'm going to keep an eye on this every day for you. The monthly 20 EMA, Bitcoin needs to close the month out above that level of support right there. Okay, to retain this market structure in this bull market. So 37423 is where you do need to see Bitcoin stay above and close above. If it doesn't, then you're coming down all the way down to the 55. Okay, now does it mean it's a bear market? Not necessarily. You know, even if you did come down to the 55 at this point that would actually be still corrective. Do you understand? It's if Bitcoin starts to do this like this, okay, that's bear market. Do you see that? That's your bear market structure. That's what a bear market looks like. This is a bull market, series of higher highs holding support and higher lows. Okay, so right now this is a bull market because you've got higher lows and higher highs. So that's not a bear market, okay? Possibly, potentially, the cusp of a bear market if you start to do something like this. Start to come up, boom, 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 like that, and you're depleting, like this, depleting, buying pressure, okay? And then you fizzle out, apex, get your capitulation. That's your bear market, okay? We're not in a bear market yet. We're still in a corrective phase of a bull market. There's some kind of big ABC correction right there, okay? This wave 4 correction before the final leg, wave 5, taking us up to them projections that we've got there for Bitcoin, okay? And pretty much like this, you know, was that a bear market? Some would say it was, but for me, it was corrective. You came down to support, you was holding it, you started to come back up, and then unforeseeable black swan event in March 2020. You know, right now we are approaching March 2022, so it's a bit bizarre, isn't it? Okay, we're sort of similar sort of area and potentially on the cusp of capitulation, because like I said to you, even if you get capitulation just here, that's not necessarily a bear market. That's capitulation of a correction, basically, because you've got ABC capitulation correction, and then you're missing your fifth wave. Do you understand that? Big massive wave 4 correction, big massive wave 2 correction, proven by the fact that you held it and you put in that big large third impulse just there. We're missing this big fifth impulse. Some would say that this was wave 4 and this is wave 5, and right now this is A and this is B and that's your C into a bear market. Some would say that, but is it doing it yet? Okay, no, it's not. And for me, I think that this is some kind of running flat, irregular correction, basically. So we're looking to hold this support at the moment, okay, the 20. If we can hold it, start to come back up and retrace to this high, start to roll at that point, then yeah, this is a bear market, okay? And this was your fifth wave, and this was your third wave, that was your fourth wave, okay? And that was your fifth wave, and it was very shallow, very short, where in most instances, you know, for me, the fifth wave is absolute minimal, the same length as wave 1, especially in a big bull market, which is what we're in, you know. And some would say we're not in actual bull market and Bitcoin's very weak, but I'll tell you what, Bitcoin is not weak, because I'll show you from here to here, this was your impulsive break and you absolutely met the 2.272. That is a very strong wave right there. That's a very strong impulsive wave which Bitcoin put in from, you know, when it lowballed out in 2020 into 2021, you know, literally a year's worth of price appreciation there, and a big whopping bull market for Bitcoin before entering a corrective phase of a bull market just there, coming back to key support. So you can see you got really overextended here from the 1618 all the way to the 2.272. You met the 2 fib, and right now you're retracing to support, looking for support for the continuation of the trend. Like I said to you, even if you come down here and capitulate on the 55, that could offer an amazing opportunity, and you've got this large ABC correction coming down to the 1.414 as support. Then you start to put in that beautiful impulsive break, corrective phase of a bull market, missing its fifth wave, basically, you know, the blow off top, basically, that we always have. Now, one thing that Bitcoin's doing here in this particular bull market, this big bull market that we've gone through since this correction 2018 into the bear, into the low end of the bear just there, okay, where we capitulated down to the 55 after a bear market structure. Do you see that? Okay, once we've got that, we have actually had 4 50% plus corrections in this bull market. Each one has been followed by a rally to the upside, basically. You know, big, look at that rally there from that capitulation. So if we do enter capitulation, it's actually a good thing. You know, it won't feel good, but it's opportunity. People don't feel like it is, but it is. Look, capitulation, what came? Just there. What happened after this? Capitulation. Boom. So capitulation would actually be a really nice thing. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen, but if it does, don't feel like it's not opportunity, okay, because it actually is, and the historical data shows us that it is. So in some cases, I'm begging for capitulation, but again, you know, I've not got a crystal ball. Nothing to say is financial advice, but if we do get capitulation, you know, like I was telling all my family and friends here, because I had the fibs laid down and the charts, and I'm telling people where it's going to go to, you know, I was telling everybody I know, look, load up. But again, nothing I say is financial advice, or for educational and entertainment purposes only. If Bitcoin right now holds this support of this 20, starts to come up, this wasn't a bear market, the corrective phase of a bull market, you're looking at holding the support and you're looking to come up the stairs, aren't you? Okay, so that's basically Bitcoin. What can we see? I think on the 8 hourly time frame here, there is some kind of broadening bottom pattern just there. Let me show you this particular pattern just there. You've got a level of support and then you've got that level of resistance, and you can see you've broken out of that particular resistance at the moment, and you can see that Bitcoin's ran into the 8 hourly 20, so that's resistance at the moment. So I would anticipate coming back, holding this neckline as support. Okay, you've got 40 minutes to the close, so if you do start to roll, hold this level of support, don't fall back into this pattern, and this is actually a bullish reversal pattern. Okay, it's called a descending broadening wedge, and you can see that the technical target is coming all the way back up to where you formed the wedge. So this could be a beautiful little long up from here of around about 5.71% for Bitcoin, coming back up above the EMAs and starting to retrace to this high. Now with that, you could say, okay, well, the bottom's in and we're not actually going to get that capitulation, and we are actually going to start to retrace to this high, okay, the all-time high here for Bitcoin. And it's at that point, this is the most important part of the bull run, which I said to you. This gives the game away. Okay, if this is the low right now, okay, and we're starting to retrace and coming up the stairs and retracing to this high, if Bitcoin does something like this and then does this, that's really, really bearish. That's bearish market structure right there, because you're retracing to the high and you're rolling, essentially creating lower highs, depleting buying pressure where you get really close to the apex, you create a descending triangle, you're basically selling pressure, and then you capitulate down wherever it is. Okay, so we're not doing it yet. Hopefully this is a low, and like I said to you, on the daily time frame, on the weekly time frame, I think it is. Let's have a look. I'll show you. On the weekly time frame, there is a possibility here that we've got 3 waves down like that. Okay, an ABC correction, and right now we've lowballed out, and we've got 5 waves up just there. Okay, we've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's your impulsive wave, and this right now is just a corrective wave down to this low, and I think at that point where we held support was a 786 in this retracement. Okay, we came down, and where we found support on a 786 like a boss, we traced the 786, and right now we're starting to coil up under the EMAs, looking for the impulsive break to this high. Now if we do start to attack that high, okay, and we start to get through that, this would be your technical target for Bitcoin. I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so it's all about this low. Okay, it's all about this low. Your next impulsive break target at a minimal would be the 1618 108k for Bitcoin. Okay, but what we do need to see is a reversal pattern, especially on the weekly time frame, and we need to get back above the EMAs and especially hold this low. This is really important, because like I said to you, if you lose this low, then okay, yeah, you might have some kind of capitulation event here for Bitcoin, where you start to put a new impulsive wave and you've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down instead of the ABC coming down to this low. Do you understand that? Because at the minute all you're doing is retracing to this low that you put in last summer. That's all you're doing. Perfectly healthy retracement, holding support. So we're looking for the reversal wave here to come back up above the EMAs, hold a back test, retrace that high, and like I said to you, you take out that high, you've got 108k Bitcoin target whenever it is, okay, at bare minimal. So yeah, it's just the road to appreciation, isn't it, or depreciation. So right now we do need to see some kind of reversal pattern starting to form here, especially on the weekly time frame. Get back above the EMAs, hold and back test support, and you're out of it. And keep an eye on that monthly 20 EMA. Okay, so yeah, all this can be trailed on Bybit. The link is in each and every video description. Just here, like I said to you, you have got a lovely little breakout here that you are breaking out of this broadening wedge, and your technical target for me would be just there. I'm going to drop that in for you right now. So it looks as though Bitcoin's already breaking out, and you're looking to retrace to that target just there. Okay, so from here right now, that is a further appreciation of around about 5.37% for Bitcoin, where it will run into resistance. And you can see with that you are getting back above the EMAs. These EMAs are acting as resistance at the moment, so this is forcing you back down to test the neckline of this pattern that you've actually broken out of just there for Bitcoin. You see that on the 8 hourly time frame, this broadening wedge. So again, this particular pattern needs to hold, because a reversal pattern, you usually come back up to where you formed the wedge. With that, you can see you're getting a bit of sell pressure coming back into the pattern. You've got 30 minutes left. If you can stay and close outside of this pattern, okay, this won't be classed as a throwback, run into resistance where you come back and continue, okay, because if you do that, that's negative. But if you start to close outside of this level of resistance and start to hold and support, this could offer an amazing little long up coming up to that level of resistance there, and you're meeting a technical target of a broadening, descending wedge basically. So that's basically Bitcoin. Hope you enjoyed the update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care everyone. Bye bye.